history is shaped by dissent. Civilization harbors rebels, those who struggle for possession of the future against conformist authority. Taboos are broken. Forbidden knowledge is received.
Would he shoot his brother and sister down? I ran.
Yeah, he saw the injustice of people finding themselves exploited because they had just lost everything. He could not have picked a better time to be himself than to live in those times and to write the kinds of songs that made you feel like you wanted to participate in this great human effort to stop evil in its tracks.
He was unknown to the American public. He hadn't yet caught on giant with the young people. But I loved him, and I thought, I don't care whether people are going to tune off and see what Sullivan's doing now or what. I just like the idea of sharing this guy and his poetry with the world.
So here he is, Jack Kerouac.
What do you think of yourself?
Oh, que moi je pense de moi-même?
Oui.
Je suis tanné de moi-même. Ben, je sais que je suis un bon écrivain, un grand écrivain. Je suis pas un homme de courage. Mais une chose que je sais faire, c'est écrire des histoires.
Broke his heart to be called King of the Beats and Father of the Hippies, because that's not what he meant at all.
When we were taken as part of the drug experiments that they gave to us there in Menlo Park, it seemed right. That here's America going forward in the way it's supposed to go forward. We're supposed to explore these new lands, and this is definitely a new damn land. The CIA brought LSD to the USA.
Most of us in those days were prisoners of parents who absolutely believed that everything America did was the best thing in the world. And most of what America was doing at the time was not a good thing.
I want to write of my own.
Are you worried or are you just enjoying yourself?
Enjoying myself.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were doing.
I always wanted to meet you.
Did you really?
Yeah.
We'll meet afterwards, shall we?
You dirty son. You dirty old man.
Well, keep going, Chick. Keep going. Go on, you've got another 5 seconds. Say something outrageous.
You dirty bastard.
Look, I'm not anti-society. I'm anti-stupid rules and regulations that are formed for no apparent reason other than belligerence on the part of old folks who should know better.
The Sex Pistols was an idea. It wasn't a product. And as soon as you try and turn it into a product, it's a contradiction of what it actually was all about.
It was like a city floating in the water. And they had 7 catcher boats, all of which were about 200 some odd feet each, and they were dwarfed by the size of this factory ship. So when the first time we saw one, it was an awesome thing. But what was terrifying about it is here was this huge giant thing going through the water, and the catcher boats would go and shoot whales, drag their bodies back in, and then they'd be winched up through the rear end of the Vostok, the factory ship. And by this time, compared to the scale of the ship, the whales were only like they were the size of sardines, and then they were being dragged into the rear end of this thing, which struck me as like a giant robot with a mechanical anus that was dragging the last of the great singing whales in through its asshole. I mean, it was such a hideous image. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
The prohibition against new ideas has been repealed in America.
We're going to see a generation of people in rave culture, in music, in arts, in computers, who are really all built from the ground up to be individuals inside of a society where everyone's a rebel, where everyone's actually making their own individual statement, and not doing it in a way that's saying, I'm not that, but in a way that's saying, I am this.